Hello and welcome to Boomer Podcast once again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, yet another episode of the Boomer Podcast, talking about a very interesting topic which is out there for us all to be discussed. Before we get into today's podcast, do not forget to join our Telegram channel to play private fantasy contest this IPL. Remember that you can win AED 99 or 2,250 rupees daily playing a private one-on-one contest. And remember, now you can challenge the Boomer expert where you can invest 5 dirhams and also get 10 in return for the job contest you're joining. Now, if you're investing 5, you will get 10 and you can continue to let with more you invest. And similarly, if you're in India, you can invest 100 and get in return 200. You have to defeat the expert. The expert is Sandeepani on the screen right now. He'll be making the teams for us. And it's a one-on-one contest on Boomer 11, which is starting from today as you're watching this video. If you already have made the team, very good, or else get on the app right now, get on our Telegram channel. We will be sending out the link, and then you can play the one-on-one private contest on Boom 11. You can actually win a lot with Boom 11 this particular IPL and also in football as well. But let's get straight into today's video. It is regarding the wicketkeeper batter question out there. We got so many options, and we're going to be talking in length about who should be getting the wicketkeeper batter's position for the Indian national cricket team for the T20 World Cup. Jaren, we've got five options right now. We've got a Dinesh Karthik there all of a sudden, Jitesh Sharma, Sanju Samson, Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul. Five options. Who is your contender? The forum is open for you.
Yeah, I think if you really ask me, it will just looks like Dinesh Karthik, and I'll tell you why, because he's been the best batter right so far, a best active batter so far. MSD has really been lighting up the stage, but I think Rohit Sharma already said that he's going to find it difficult to convince Dhoni. So if not Dhoni, then I think Karthik, and I think he already has the backing of Rohit as well. I mean, the last time he spoke about this wicketkeeper conundrum, he did say that Karthik is someone who might listen to me. So if those are the first two names that came to his mind, I think it's them. I think Pant for backup because he obviously plays a different role as well if he gets selected. So I think that's my selection if you ask me.
So basically, the same wicketkeeper batters as the T20 World Cup in 2022. That's
I'll tell you
all.
what's going to be different though. It's going to be a different venue, and I think that's going to make a lot of difference. I think
Okay.
Dinesh Karthik might enjoy this venue more than he enjoyed
But
Australia.
form is pretty much the same. After the 2022 IPL, I think Dinesh Karthik was red hot in form, and also Rishabh Pant was his usual self. I mean,
Yeah,
putting on
I don't think
consistent
Rishabh Pant wasn't that
performances.
good a form. I think Dinesh Karthik is heading into a T20 World Cup right after the IPL. I think that phase he had like 6 months gap between the T20 World Cup and the IPL. But
Right.
coming to you, Sandeep Bani, five options given to you as well. Who and why?
I think Jitesh Sharma, you can just put him out of the option anyway. Jitesh Sharma, I don't see him in the reckoning because he's really struggling with an average of 16, as having scored only 115 runs. And he has been tried in crucial junctures for Punjab Kings as well. So he's clearly not firing for them. So Jitesh Sharma, you can probably take him out of the race. Sanju Samson, once again, is a player I feel that they wouldn't really take him because the roles that Team India is looking for right now, either a finisher or a player who can come in and add stability at 4 and 5. Sanju Samson comes in and bats at number 3 or has opened for India in T20s as well. So I don't see him fitting the role as well. So I think it would mainly go between KL Rahul, Dinesh Karthik, and Rishabh Pant. And if you
Uh,
talk about form, I think Dinesh Karthik with a strike rate in excess of 200, average in excess of 75 is your man to go right now. But we have seen funnier incidences in the past in the IPL that a player having been in red hot form couldn't really contribute that much or couldn't really carry his form uh, or tally it with the burden of expectations.
I
And
agree.
also, I think with Rishabh Pant, in between Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul, I feel we should probably give Rishabh Pant. I know, but it's a harsh call. But I think Rishabh Pant coming back from an injury, he was really working hard to get into the T20 World Cup. But I still feel that KL Rahul is a better bet if you're looking for a stable batter coming in at number 4, number 5. You have seen
Absolutely.
KL Rahul scoring at 140, 145, at a strike rate of 140, 145. Different roles, I understand. He wouldn't be opening for Team India, but he has come in at number 4 for India in the past, different format, but I think he can take it up in the T20s as well. And if you're looking for a finisher, I think Dinesh Karthik just suits the role.
I agree. I think we have to talk about the KL Rahul issue right now because I think one of the very well known person in the cricketing circle, Joy Bhattacharya, had a very interesting tweet today with saying that I'm not sure who will agree, but KL Rahul is one of the Indian cricketers Indian cricketers on the 15th to the T20 World Cup. He is giving masterclass currently, which is talking about the knock which he played against CSK, where he scored a brilliant 70 odd on when the ball does not really come on exactly in the grounds in this tournament. So basically, he's talking about how KL Rahul is the best suited player to be batting, but that really opens up a lot of questions. I'll come to Jen here. Do you agree with Joy Bhattacharya? I mean, we shouldn't be really dragging on someone's opinion from Twitter, but he is an acclaimed analyst, and we should be something which we should really consider as well. Like Joy Bhattacharya, there are people who really consider that opinion. Like Simon Dole, for example, had to say that KL Rahul should be on that flight to West Indies and the USA. What do you reckon about it, Jen, on this particular thought?
Yeah, I think I'll have to say that if you heard the post match that both Rituraj and KL Rahul gave, I think they mentioned that there was a lot of lot more dew in second half, right? I think the dew settled in once Chennai's innings was over because I felt during that time the pitch was sluggish. So if you're really rating KL Rahul, and that was a very good innings by the way, he absolutely blew Chennai out of the waters. I think they've been one of the better bowling sides in this IPL, but you
Because
can't
I'll
really
tell you one thing
attribute it.
about KL Rahul, Jaren. He's from
Yeah.
Bangalore, so he likes Bangalore. Whenever he sees Bangalore, his eyes lights up. And him being a Kannadiga, he doesn't like the Tamil teams. He just finds it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he likes CSK at all. He's never liked this. He's always out of nowhere. KL Rahul will have that one performance where
Yeah,
you'll sit back and think, what a player, and always comes against
yeah,
CSK.
yeah.
Never against the yellow team, always against CSK. But I think what I'll say though is I don't think it was a sluggish pitch. So I don't think it was not like the ball wasn't coming onto the bat. He was coming onto the bat pretty well, and I mean, you felt like all the spinners and even Mustafizur Rahman was absolutely, not effective at all, and that was because there was a lot of dew on the pitch. So I don't think that is the way to go. Another issue with KL Rahul is he's not batting in number four. So whatever numbers we have of him, he's opening the batting, and secondly, he's kept. I think kept for sure. But then the question really is, can he bat at that number four position? And then you obviously have to play Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma with the in that opening position.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
play them in number four, number
But
three
I think
anyway.
I'll have a defense for KL Rahul in that scenario because he has done it in the past for Team India in the Caribbean islands when India toured West Indies and played West Indies in USA, and he did come on to bat
2016.
at number four.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
2016 we're talking about. It's been
but he
many
did come
years.
into bat at number four and did score the century, so he has that adaptability
I
factor.
mean, if you
And
look,
also,
yeah, if you look that season of 2016, he played with RCB at number four before he went on to play for India at number four in the Caribbean. I remember that knock. We were chasing 244, lost by
yeah.
one run. MS Dhoni just clipped it to the third man, the last ball. I don't want to get into debate right now, Sandeepani. I know I'm giving you an avenue to just bounce on it, but no, I'm not going to get into that. But
No,
either
but
ways,
I still feel that he is a better bet right now if you compare him with the Rishabh Pant because when we are talking about T20 pedigree as well, I think KL Rahul for India has been a better batter than Rishabh Pant for India.
no, I
Rishabh
agree.
Pant
I
is the
agree.
better keeper,
Both
but
Sanju and Rishabh put together, they have not really shown well for India in T20 eyes.
exactly.
That's something which I'll have to agree with. Stats wise, yes, KL Rahul is a phenomenal player. But coming back to that particular question again, Jiren, I mean, you are someone who advocated for Dinesh Karthik, right? I mean, obviously there are reasons why you advocated for Dinesh Karthik. Now, one thing which really opens up avenues if Dinesh Karthik is in the team is that allows you to play maybe a Shivam Dubey at number five or even a Riyan Parag who's been spoken about by selectors that might be selected. Now, if you're structuring a team with Surya at three, then you have four and five as an option to fit in a middle order batter. Most likely, I believe Hardik will take five and Dinesh Karthik will take six or seven in that particular team. So you have an option at number four, and I don't think Rinku Singh is a number four batter for India. So that's where a Shivam Dubey slash a Riyan Parag kind of a conundrum comes in. And selectors might be very, very, very tempted to go for a Shivam Dubey as well because now you have a finisher. You don't need a Rinku the finisher. Now you need a player who can ball a little bit if needed, can bash the spin through middle overs, or you can need similarly Riyan Parag brings in a very similar role as well. Bash the spin, can ball a little bit if need be, but the skill sets are different. So how do you see the structure of the team with Dinesh Karthik and structure of the team with the players mentioned above are totally different things?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think if you really feel, you'll also probably say that aside from Shivam Dube, Riyan Parag, you can also play Hardik Pandya in the role that he wants to play. Bat at
At
number
number 4.
four, yeah, at bat at number four, he can still ball for you as well. And I mean, if possible, there could be days you could play both Shivam Dube and Hardik Pandya, or maybe Riyan Parag and Hardik Pandya. That gives you maybe two bowling options, right? Depending on how the pitch is. So
Yeah.
you suddenly, I believe, with both Pant and Sanju Samson, the issue then is, you probably will have to play Rinku Singh. That takes away a bowling option. Now that's not a bad idea, right? Because Rinku Singh
But then
is a yeah,
if you're not playing a Rinku Singh, then you're probably snubbing one of the best batters for Team India in the last
true,
year or so.
true,
But
absolutely.
my question is, it's T20 is always about the combination, right? Ultimately, you want the
Yeah.
best combination on the
Yeah,
park.
see, I don't know.
But
I wouldn't mind a Dinesh Karthik and a Rinku Singh playing together in the same team, because there will be days where where Dinesh Karthik will not come in and feel it from first ball. Neither will Rinku Singh. We have seen Rinku Singh take some time early on in his innings, so I don't see Hardik Pandya coming at 4, Rinku at 5, Dinesh at 6, and probably we can, if we have the option, we can probably even have a Shivam Dube or a Riyan Parag at. I mean, we can bat till 7 is what I want to say. We can have a Riyan Parag at number 4. We can have a Hardik Pandya at 5. Riyan Parag or Shivam Dube at number 4. Hardik Pandya at 5. Rinku at 6. Dinesh Karthik at 7. And play with the
but,
4
but then a
bowlers.
wicket keeping option goes off. Okay, wait. I didn't get you the team. Then
Dinesh
tell me your
Karthik at
team.
7.
That's not a
Okay.
bad combination actually.
Kohli, Rohit Sharma will open for us. Surya Kumar
Yeah.
at 3. Sky at 3. We can have Riyan Parag or Shivam Dube at 4. That
Yeah.
gives us the 6 bowling option. We'll have
Okay.
a Hardik Pandya at 5. Rinku Singh at 6. Dinesh Karthik at 7. And then 4 proper bowlers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. We never thought about this option.
Yeah, that's a very good combination. That's why Sandipani is the expert. I think I'll
Yeah,
No,
side with
because
Sandipani.
I'll tell you why we didn't think about it. Because for a long time now, Jadeja has had this stereotype in this Indian team
Wait,
that he
wait, wait,
fits in
wait, wait,
number
wait. I
7.
think we're missing out on something. So you are telling me number
Jadeja.
4 is Rinku's is Shivam
Riyan
Dubey
Parag.
slash
Shivam
Riyan
Dube
Parag.
slash Riyan Parag. Yeah.
Number 5
So
is
what
That
he's
Hardik
will be a
Pandya.
saying
6
is
bowling
that
option.
Jadeja won't play, if I'm not
Jadeja
wrong. Right?
won't
In
play.
that
That's
case,
my
Jadeja won't
question.
play.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying
Then
Jadeja
you've
won't
got
play.
then you've got Kuldeep,
No,
Bumrah.
no, I don't think India are playing in West Indies without Jadeja. I think that's where I
Yeah,
was like, wait, we missed
yeah.
out on something. Like he fit in nicely, fit in something, and I'm like, wait, how is there an extra spot?
But
Well,
then if
I
you're
didn't
playing a
brainstorm
Jadeja,
about.
then I think you can probably because Jadeja can also come in early on and then waste 20 deliveries in the middle overs. So I think he can be a good filler at number 5, number 6 if India lose early wickets. So I think we can play the same combination, and then the question will be we can either play one of Rinku Singh, Shivam Dube, or Riyan Parag depending on situations. Because
Yeah,
I
I
see
agree.
Dinesh Karthik to be a good fit in the team given his current form. And if you compare him with, or probably when if a KL Rahul comes in, then I think we can have uh, two of uh, Rinku Singh, Shivam Dube, or Riyan Parag.
Interesting, interesting. That's a good point though. But one thing which we'll have to really worry about
But
is
do you think Jadeja will be that effective in T20s in West Indies? I
but
understand,
the whole
but
point why I said that 11 was we have 7 bowling options. Now we have 5.5 bowling options.
5.5 bowling
Hardik
options.
Yeah.
Pandya
That is
slash
something that
Riyan.
they'll have to gamble on. Yeah.
Yeah, that is not something which I want. The reason why I brought that team to you was only because we have like 7 bowling options, and now you took that away. For me, in T20, structure of the team matters a lot more than
And
individual batter or not. Because I
yeah.
think in one
Then
day or
then
test cricket that
then I reckon BCCI should soon implement the impact sub rule for T20 internationals as well. Then we
I
can fit
think
in with
Jaisha
less
is
players.
quitting Asian, what is it, Cricket Association Council
yeah,
chairmanship, and I think he's competing for ICC chairmanship. So maybe
yeah,
Sandipani.
yeah,
Maybe
I know. I
Sandipani.
think that's going to happen soon. But
In the
coming
next
Because
World
back
Cup,
to
maybe we can have both Jadeja come in at number 8 with the bat and
Yeah,
then
coming
bowl.
back to the point again, now none of you guys took Sanju Samson's name, right? I mean, you didn't even speak Sanju Samson in this entire video thus far. Where do you guys see Sanju Samson the player? Because it'd be a little unfair on him as well again to get a snub when he's had a very decent IPL thus far, both as a captain and also as a batter. And he's looked very good. His innings have been extremely impactful. You can't say Sanju Samson performed in the first match and he's had like a rut of low scores. He's performed really well. And he's performed at number 3, yes. And this IPL, again, going back to the very fact that if you want to have a wicketkeeper batter at number 3, you can still afford to have Surya can bat at number 4. So that is an option again.
I think for Sanju to be selected, in order for him to be selected, he'll have to take this Rajasthan team far. One thing, and secondly, he'll have to
No, I don't think
continuously
there's
face
enough time for that. We have 10 days, so
So I
20
think I
days.
think that's what I'm saying, right? That's why I'm not saying he has to win the IPL. I'm not even saying he has to do well. I think in the next, I'm not even saying they have to do well post in the playoffs, right? If he can get Rajasthan Royals into a playoff position, or not playoff position, but rather if he can perform well in the next few matches and perform to an extent, the way he's performing is great, Abel. But the issue then again is he's not really played an innings which has won his team the game, right? He's played a supporting role for a while now, and I think
I
that's
don't
where,
know. If you look, his innings against LSD was a match-winning one. If you
yeah.
look, another couple of innings as well, I don't remember. I think one against RCB was very good. He played 3 innings, which are
No,
very
but he's
impactful.
played
Against
innings.
Yeah.
RCB was
But
supporting.
See,
what I
I'll tell
mean to
you
say
what
is
is
he
going.
has to grab headlines, unfortunately, right? KL Rahul's
Yeah,
innings today is going to grab headlines. Rishabh Pant,
headlines, right?
because of Delhi's batting lineup, his performances have looked really good. It's not been
I
excellent, but
think
it's looked
I think
really
it
good
all comes
compared
down to
to.
one innings here, Jared. There's an
Yeah.
RR versus MI game on the 22nd of April. Rohit Sharma is watching it. If Sanju can absolutely hit the throne, like
Because
you
let's
Yeah.
know
talk
what
about
Rohit Sharma take
statistically.
to look
I
at.
feel statistically, if you talk about all the 5 options of wicket keepers, I think Sanju Samson has the second best stat after Dinesh
Yeah.
Karthik in this season.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tremendous average of 55, strike rate of 155, and I think he has done a tremendous job captaining the side as well. So I
And
think
there are
some
only two
experience would
wicket
come in as well.
keepers, Indian wicket
Yeah,
keepers in this IPL. Okay, three if you remove Dhoni out of the equation, or two active wicket keepers in this IPL who have both 50 average and 150 plus strike rate. You either have
right.
150 plus strike rate or less than 150 plus strike rate. And if you're KL Rahul, both are less. So that's one issue, right? You have to still look at. And he's opening the batting.
But I
So
think KL Rahul has done a decent enough job. 41 average and
I don't think
143
KL
strike rate
Rahul has
from
done
KL
any
Rahul is
decent enough
okay.
job, Sandeep Mani. I don't pick the
yeah,
one
today
best
he's
inning.
done well. Now that's recency
No,
bias,
I'm
right?
talking about this season. I'm talking about this season stat. I
No,
think KL
I
Rahul has
think
a strike rate
KL
of
Rahul has
143.
himself hit the, what do I say? He's himself smashed his own foot, I would say. If you would have
Yeah.
batted at number 4, yes, I would have given him a chance, but he decided to open. That means his doors are completely shut for me. I'm just going to be talking about one thing. I know Joy Bhattacharya, I respect him a lot, but I don't see his point to be relevant here. But coming back to the point, I think Sanju Samson, as I mentioned, that selection match for him is going to be the game against MI.
True. I think
Now
if he
it's like a trial
smashes,
Yeah,
game.
but if I have to
if he
be KL
smashed
Rahul's
Hardik
advocate for
Pandya
a
for
second, I'll just say that KL Rahul's strike rate in this season is only four runs lesser than Kohli and 4 runs lesser than Josh Butler as well. He's striking at
I don't know.
143
See,
runs.
that's what I'm saying. KL Rahul is opening the batting. If he was doing that
Yeah,
number
I
4,
understand.
number
I totally understand what you're saying, but I mean, we are getting all these rumors that Kohli and Rohit Sharma are going to open. Riyan Parag is still in contention, but
yeah.
as Rohit said in a recent interview that all of these are, I mean, just rumors,
I mean,
speculation. So
I don't know, to be very honest, but it just looked like,
I'll tell you guys what
obviously you can't go
I
to a
think
podcast and also say that,
they might.
this meeting
Yeah,
happened. This is supposed to be a closed door meeting, right? I mean, these things are not
yeah,
supposed to even come out in the first place. And
I'll
if
tell
you
you
ask
what
that question in the podcast, what
he
are you
might
supposed to
not be
say?
wrong, Abel. Right? Joy Bhattacharya says that he should be in the 15. He might get an opportunity in the 15 because India might think, okay, we have a backup opener and a backup wicket keeper in the same batter. They might
Yeah, yeah.
consider him in the 15, not in the
yeah. So
11 or
that is why
15.
I said I think Dinesh Karthik and KL Rahul right now are the two front runners, and I think Sanju Samson is really close. Rishabh Pant as well. I think these
Yeah,
four
for
are the.
me, Rishabh Pant is definitely a very good shout, but then I don't know. Rishabh Pant doesn't give me the confidence in a T20 World Cup. I've seen him too many times in a T20 World Cup now. 2 times did not really excite me. I don't know. I don't know what happens to him in
Not just
T20 World
T20
Cup.
World Cup, T20 internationals in general, I think Rishabh Pant has
Yeah.
not really clicked.
For me, same thing with Sanju Samson as well. It's not like Sanju Samson has done
And
exceedingly well.
and I
His
think
stats are pretty
India's main
mediocre.
problem in recent times in T20 ICC events, T20 World Cups, have been the middle order. And it has consisted of Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, not
Yeah,
doing the job for them in the finishing
yeah,
role. India
yeah.
have
I agree.
had very decent enough starts, but the combination of Rishabh Pant at 4,
That's
Hardik
what
at
I'm
5,
worried
and
about
Jadeja
again.
at 6 have not clicked.
If India has to play fearless brand of cricket, then they'll have to put behind that particular thought of not having a solid middle order. Then you'll have to have
Yeah.
a solid middle order. That's why for me, I've always believed that if you have someone like a Rinku Singh, then so be it. Have him in your team. Then have Dinesh Karthik. But for me, ideally speaking, Sanju at 3, Surya at 4, Rinku at 5, and Hardik at 6, and Jadeja at 7. That gives you a fine balance of left-right combinations as well. And at the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
time, you can absolutely use anybody at the own way. If we are like 15 overs down the line, you can send in a Rinku and say, you know what, go smash it. You don't have to send necessarily a Sanju. So that is
Right.
a much better way to go about it, in my opinion. I think Surya can bat number 4. You need that solidity at number 4 as well.
But also,
You
I feel
can't keep your
Shivam Dube
top
as
2
an
there.
all-rounder, his chances or getting into the team as a combination as a whole has really been, hampered with the fact that he's not bowling for CSK, which is
Yeah,
a
I agree.
very, very strange call. Very, very strange call.
I
I
agree. I
think
agree.
somewhere down the line, after 10 years, Shivam Dube would kick the CSK management for
Yeah.
not
No,
giving him
I'll,
this
I'll tell you
opportunity.
what. I know I'm gonna step in here and defend CSK. You can say that that is unfair to him, but then at the end of the day, CSK are a franchise looking to win the tournament, right? And you have impact players who are
Two
available with
overs
that
from
extra
Shivam Dube
ball.
wouldn't really impact their chances of winning the tournament.
Come on, 2 overs from Shivam Dube might help us lose the match. And when you have an extra bowler with impact sub, these ballers are not gonna get an opportunity. I mean,
I
Washington
think just
Sundar
the
isn't
same
bowling.
trauma from LSD versus CSK 2022. Who was it? Who was the batter again? I forgot who was the batter.
This is Pooran, I think, or
No,
Dickov.
no, no, no. It was the other West Indies batter, the opener who used to score against India.
Kyle
Oh,
Mayers.
Evan Lewis. Evan Lewis.
Evan
Evan
Lewis,
Lewis.
Evan
Evan
Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah,
50 of 2021 deliveries, yeah.
yeah. I don't know, but it was Shivam Dube's masterclass which led to him scoring runs. But either way, and even Ayush Baduri played
I'll
well.
tell
But
you there's something
keeping
interesting,
these
right?
things aside, guys, I mean, before we end this podcast, right? I mean,
I'm so sorry,
yeah,
but I'll just
go
interrupt
ahead,
you
go
there.
ahead.
I was just going over I think since 2016 T20 World Cup, number 4, 5, 6, 7 for India. KL Rahul is the second highest strike rate, batting in those positions for India in T20. Now, I don't know how many innings he's played, but he has 175 as a strike rate. So if he can bat in that strike rate, I think he can do the job.
I feel KL Rahul should be your guy because experienced guy can be a backup wicketkeeper, can be a backup opener in case Kohli does not go on to eventually open. Because we do feel Kohli and Rohit Sharma are supposed to be one of the most destructive or most stable players in T20 cricket, at least. But I don't know the strike rate at which he will go, and I don't know the confidence that Kohli will have in opening as well. And also, we have seen Kohli really get into some sort of pressure if he does not get away in the first 3-4 deliveries, and we have seen this in recent times. If Kohli is not able to get off the mark and get going in the first 2 or 3 deliveries, we have seen him get restless and throw away his wicket in recent times.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. For me, if you ask me personally, Kohli Rohit Sharma is the best combination I see at number 3. Surya or Sanju, then
I
you can
think
build.
apart from Surya at number 3 should be a crime at this stage. I feel that he in T20 internationals he deserves his place at number 3.
But you know why Surya at number 4? Because it gives India that stability. You know, even if India lose 2 wickets early, there's a Surya coming in. Now, if India lose 2 wickets early, like we lost in the World Cup and stuff like that, and Surya is not there, I mean that's kind of hard. Like it's gonna
And that
be.
is why I think players like Rinku Singh, Dinesh Karthik will be good picks because Dinesh Karthik, Rinku Singh can play that sort of anchors role as
For me,
well.
what I mean is like that also gives freedom for someone like a Sanju Samson to go and play freely, like go and smash it, and Surya can
Yeah,
come
I
and
mean,
join.
at number 3, if you want to employ a Sanju Samson or a KL Rahul, given whatever selectors decide, I don't see it being a bad call. Even for that matter, a Rishabh Pant can be promoted at number 3, but we have seen that happen in the past and it hasn't gone India's way. Because we saw a phase where Rishabh Pant used to come in at number 3 and try to smack the ball all across the place, come in as a pinch hitter. But he
Mhm.
couldn't really make a mark and make that position his own.
I have a question right now before we end this podcast. Who are your final thoughts? Like, just choose one wicket keeper in the 11. One.
Dinesh Karthik.
I think we should choose 2 wicket keepers in the 15.
Okay, I'll start. I'll start out by saying, for me, Pant and Sanju.
I think Karthik and Pant for me.
I think Karthik and KL Rahul.
Okay, we've got 3 different opinions though, which is good. It's not the same, which is good. I think that really helps us as well. So you can let us know your thoughts as well. Who should be India's wicketkeeper batter in Indian team? And if you have very interesting thoughts, maybe if it's a Jitesh
The
Sharma or
winner
even a
gets
Michael
something or what?
huh?
Winner gets something?
Yeah, winner gets a giveaway of an Amazon voucher. I'm just announcing it clearly. Okay,
Can
so
I go and
not among
comment
us,
now?
not among us, among the comments. Not
Okay.
among us.
I thought I can also go and comment right now.
Make a fake account, not letting that happen. All right, guys. See you all. Bye bye.